Now let's see this question. Murali, Naveen and Srinu start at same time, same point and in the same direction to run around a circular ground. Murali completes one round in 250 seconds, Naveen completes one round in 300 seconds and Srinu completes one round in 150 seconds. Find after what time they will again meet at the starting point. So they are asking this. If three people start to run around a circular ground in the same direction and if they start at the same time, then when are they going to meet at this point? That is what is asked, right? So only thing that is different for these three is their speeds. One is able to cover it in 150 seconds and other is able to cover it in 250 seconds, other is able to cover it in 300 seconds, right? So what happens is one of them will be covering it in 150 seconds and he will reach here and he will not stop and he will again start running, and by the time second one will take 100 more seconds to come there and third one will take 50 more seconds to come there. Therefore if you look at the way they finishes the first circle, then they will not meet at the same time. But then what happens is they are all going, okay, so how to solve this one is, let's take a small example and we can see it that way. So they are not asking us about when they are going to meet next time, they are asking us about when they are going to meet at the starting point again, right? So when will that happen is, all of them should be finishing some number of rounds and then come there, and that time should happen to be the same. Are you getting this? All of them should finish some different number of rounds and come to the same point, and the time at which they come there should happen to be the same. Then only they are going to meet at the starting point at the same time. That is what is asked. See this. Find after what time they will again meet at the starting point, which means all of them should reach to the starting point. When will they be able to reach the starting point? If they are able to finish some rounds, right? And that should happen in such a way that all of them should be able to finish their rounds at a particular point in time. So let's take a small example and observe it, you will understand it better. Let us assume that there are two people, A and B. Now A will be able to finish taking a round in 2 hours and B will be able to finish taking a round in 3 hours. Their times are different. Now if you assume that they are going to start at time 0, now after 2 hours A will be here but B will still be lagging him, right? Therefore after 2 hours they cannot meet, which means when A is here for the first time, B will not be here, right? Now what happens if B is here for the first time, which means after 3 hours if B is here, then by that time A would have crossed him, which means after one round it is definitely not possible, right? But then after k rounds it might be possible. So how to solve it is, next time, first time A will reach this point is going to be after 2 hours, and next time A will reach this point will be after 4 hours, and next time A will reach this point will be after 6 hours, next time 8 hours, so on, right? Which means multiples of 2 hours he is going to be at this point. Got it? And what about B? First time he will reach the same point after 3 hours, and second time he will reach the same point after 6 hours, next time after 9 hours, and next time after 12 hours, and so on, which means in the multiples of 3 hours he is going to be at this point, right? Now when will they be both at this point? When you are able to find a multiple which is same, which means common multiple. For example, after 6 hours both A will be here and B will be here. How is it possible? Because A would have done 3 rounds and B would have done 2 rounds. So even though their speeds are different, they are completing some unequal number of rounds, and therefore they are at the same point. Got it? And next time when will both of them be at the same point? One is, if you go on, it is 10 and then it is 12. So after 12 hours both of them are going to be at the same point, right? Now if you ask them about when will they be meeting exactly the next time, so one is at 6 hours, next one is 12 hours, right? So if you see the question, find after what time they will meet again at the starting point, which means they are asking us about the least time, right? So how to solve it? Find out the common multiples, or find out the multiples and then find out the common multiples, and in those common multiples the least common multiple is the time at which they are going to meet next. Got it? Okay. Now similarly you can do the same thing for this question as well. So this question is having bigger numbers, but the concept is same. Now what is that they are saying? One person is taking 250 seconds to complete it, other person is taking 300 seconds to complete it, and other person is taking 150 seconds to complete it. Now if you try to find out the common multiples and least common multiple, which is nothing but LCM, you will find out that the LCM is 1500 seconds. So what does it mean? After 1500 seconds, if they start now, then after 1500 seconds they are going to meet at the same point. How is it possible? Because in this time, this person would have completed 1500 by 250 number of rounds, and this person would have completed 1500 by 300, 1500 by this unequal number of rounds, but they are able to meet at the same point. Got it? Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.